everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new around here, my name's Lorien. I have 6 children and as you can see I share lots of different videos. I share a lot of motherhood videos, I share cooking, I share hauls, lots of things like that. So if you find that sort of content interesting, then please do subscribe and join my YouTube family. If there's any noise, my son is here. He's 9 months old. He's crawling around. I've been unsure on what to call this video or how it will work, but it's something I've just really wanted to speak about for a little while. So I'm gonna do my best at making it interesting, not too wordy and repetitive, and try and give it a point. But I thought I'd start off by saying why I started YouTube. For anyone who wants to start YouTube or has considered it, I'll sort of give you like my pros and cons. Let's just see where we go. I started YouTube in 2020. I had just had my 3rd son. I know some of you have been there like from the start or right at the start, and it's really lovely. I do recognise you all. I know like names, familiar names and things like that, and I really appreciate all the friends I've made on here. I think I don't come across this way, but I'm a really shy person. I have always been really shy since a young child. I've always like stuck to my mum and not wanted to do anything by myself. At school I was very quiet, barely spoke, and just tried to keep myself to myself. My mum moved to America in 2019 and I used to spend a lot of time with my mum, a lot. And I found I got a bit lonely. I wanted a hobby. I don't have hobbies, this is my hobby. And I wanted like something for me because I feel like my whole identity is being a mum, which obviously it should be. I'm a mum to a lot of children, but you sort of always need something for yourself too, don't you? So I just felt like I needed something for me. I found that in YouTube, which I'm really grateful for. I feel like money and YouTube is something people don't like to talk about. I am going to talk about that because that's quite a big thing towards it, I think. But yeah, why I started partly for an income eventually. At that point in time when I began, my husband was employed and he wasn't earning very much. We struggled a lot and I thought it might just give us like a little bit extra to do some nice things sometimes. I couldn't ever imagine like being able to afford things. It was something I just never thought I'd achieve. And I remember my mum always saying to me like, one day it will get better. And I just thought it's never gonna get better. We're never gonna be able to afford anything because we really did have no money. So I partly started it for income, I partly started it for friends, and I partly started it for a hobby. And it has given me all of those things. And there's pros and cons to it. Pros to YouTube, I think, would be the friends, the hobby. It gives you a purpose. It gives you an income. It gives you like a feeling of like pride, like you've done something for yourself. The main thing about it is friends. Like I have made some really lovely friends on here. I have some of you that I just speak to in the comments quite a lot. I have some of you that I email, and I have some of you that I have spoken to even more on more of a deeper level, and we text or we speak on WhatsApp and things like that, and we've then made like a really nice friendship from that. Just unfortunately we don't actually live near each other, but yeah, I've made some really lovely friendships. So that's got to be my favourite thing about YouTube, is just the friends that have come from it. Second thing would probably be a hobby. It's just given me like a purpose, a hobby, something for myself, something to be proud of, because my main identity is being a mum. You will all know that I absolutely adore being a mum. There's nothing I wanted more in the world than to be a mum since I was a young girl, and I've been given that chance and I love it. Truly, purely, really enjoy it. But I just sort of felt like that was all I had, and I don't mean that in a bad way because it's all I want, but I just needed something like to make me feel more, something else to be proud of. And then income, it's given me an income, and that touches on another subject because I think people get a bit offended by people making an income on YouTube. I have grafted on YouTube for 4 years now, and the main thing to that is that I have truly really enjoyed it, and I continue to do so. But everybody needs an income, and I think people get a little bit offended, not everybody, but some people, by ads. And I can't really explain enough how innocent ads are. Okay, some creators might exploit ads, they might overdo ads, and they might work with brands they probably wouldn't necessarily buy. I can truly assure you and promise you, I only work with brands I love. And I find it frustrating when someone gets annoyed by your ads. Like, I have previously had comments of people not being so nice because a video has an ad in it. I would have still done that video anyway, but the fact that a company has reached out to me and asked to sponsor my video, and if it is something I love, Why would anybody turn that down? Like, nobody works free. The work that's gone into this, like, can you imagine I'm still not earning like a proper income. I'm like doing it on the side of being a mum. You wouldn't go, like, let's say you get a job, let's say in a supermarket. Would you go and work there free for 3 years to know that you're going to start getting a very minuscule income in the 4th year? No, nobody's going to. And you don't walk into Asda and say to one of the staff, where's XYZ? And they help you. And then you find out that they got paid to work there, and then be like, oh, I didn't realise you were getting paid. So you're not actually genuinely here because you love being here. You're here because you're getting paid. Like, obviously, the world runs on money. We all need money. And I feel like people who are in any other job, they're in that job for money, whereas we are doing this job because we enjoy it. So it's even more genuine than someone else in a job, and they're getting paid and no one finds that offensive. Like, if someone makes your drinking coster, you're not then offended at the fact that they're getting paid. So you feel like your drink's not nice because they're being paid, whereas someone will be like, oh, I don't want to watch that video because you've got an ad in that. And it's like, yeah, but I love the product. I would buy the product anyway. And if somebody has offered to pay me to promote their product and I'm not being fake, I love their product, then what is the malice? Is that the word in that? It's innocent. And I feel like people should be like, well done you got that ad. If you don't like it, you don't have to purchase it. You don't have to click the link. You can mute the video for that part. You can skip it. Just be nice to the creator because they have put a lot of hard work into building them to this point. To get to the point of being paid, I think, is a real achievement. And it still mostly is not a solid income. It is a bit of extra money. Like, mine is not a solid income, but I have earned overall fair amount of money that I've paid for nice things. I've got savings, but it's not a proper yearly income. Maybe one day, but it's not at the moment. Me personally, I really do speak for myself in just to say that I'm not going to work with something I don't like, and I have had many brands reach out to me and say they'll send me things or they'll pay me for something, and I've said, like, it's not me. I wouldn't share that. So I wouldn't want you lot to buy that because I would never want you lot to be put out financially if I don't think it's good. But ads are never like, you have to buy this. It's like, if you like it, I recommend it. If you do watch ads, please do just have a bit of respect for the creator, because I have done years of unpaid work to just get to the point of working with some brands, and I'm grateful for that. And I would just really appreciate, like, everybody appreciating the fact that a lot goes into it. I don't think people understand, like, you have to come up with the ideas of film, you have to edit, you have to get music, you have to do your thumbnails. There's so much that goes into it. It's not just an easy, like, make a video, post a video. So that is my ad talk. But there are cons to YouTube. I get told you have to have a thick skin because some people are really mean. I'm gonna say 99% of you are absolutely lovely. You get that 1%. If I get that 1%, which I have plenty of times, I block them. I'm not going to respond to it anymore. I used to fight it. I'm not fighting it. I'm just going to hide them from my channel. I'm going to move on because they don't know me. And if they making that assumption about me, they definitely don't know me, because it's probably not true. Some things that have been said to me are really cruel. I've had people say that I treat some children different to other children, and I can't explain enough. Like, if you're a mum, like, you'll just know, like, you love all your children the same. You can't love one more than the other. But at moments you get on with others better. At moments others prefer to be on camera than others. Some are harder work. It's just what it is. So maybe it comes across that way, but it's going to come across that way everywhere you go with mums. The way people speak about people is just not nice. And I think, imagine you were speaking about your, like, family member like that. I let in everybody as much as I can, but these people just hold you back. Like, you want to share something, you want to talk about something, you think, if I share that, people might not be so nice. And you get conscious of oversharing because of the hate that could come towards you. And sometimes it's frustrating because you really want to talk and you want to talk to everybody. So it makes it difficult because I can't understand, like, the negativity. I think I've watched people before and I think, I don't agree with that, or I don't like that, and I move on. That's it. Or I even love someone and there's some things they do. Like, there's some creators I love, but some things they do I wouldn't necessarily agree with. Some big creators. I still like them. Like, we just do things differently. They wouldn't agree with some things I do. Curtis has said before, like, oh, to do this you need a thick skin, and I think no, I shouldn't have to need a thick skin to do this. People should just be nice. Why do you have to have a thick skin? I think that's ridiculous. I think, like, let's just all be nice to each other. Other cons. It's very time consuming. You're sharing your life every single day with everybody. I love everybody, but some days I will wake up and think, I can't do this anymore. I'm just trying to say, like, it's hard work. It's a lot of hard graft, I think, and it's a lot of patience and perseverance. But when I started it, I thought, like, I can't give up. I need to keep going until I sort of get to the goal. And as you reach each goal, it's like such a good feeling. I can't explain it. It just lifts you so much. It has really impacted me positively. It's helped me in so many ways, and I can't really explain to you all how, like, happy you all make me. I genuinely love everybody and think everybody is just so lovely. That's why I just like to, like, respond to every comment, but even things like that, like, sometimes you're just busy. I find it difficult sometimes just to reply to messages of family and friends, and my comments will build up, and then I've got, like, literally an hour of sitting there replying to everyone, and I want to, I love to, but you just trying to explain, like, that it's not all roses. It's hard work. I have also met a few people out and about, quite a few actually, and it's been really lovely because I think, like, other people must have seen me and just not said anything, but I've had people come over to me and be like, oh, I watch you on YouTube and I love your family, and it's so lovely. It's so nice that someone sees you and recognises you and knows you and has the courage to come and tell you, because it means so much to us. It's just so nice and I really appreciate it. Actually, I thought I was done, but there is something else I would like to touch on with YouTube. I know some people don't like people sharing their children online. I can't explain enough how innocent it is. You can't keep your children away from the world forever, okay? There is going to be pictures and videos of your children in so many places, on so many phones, that you are never going to be able to stop that. And I feel like I show my children in the most modest and nicest way I can. I wouldn't show bad behaviours of my children. So I know some people be like, oh, your children are amazing, and my children are amazing, but they're also very naughty sometimes, as everybody's children are. And I wouldn't show them being naughty. I wouldn't show their bad sides. I wouldn't speak about it because no one wants that. I wouldn't want to show you me having an argument with someone if I did, because we all have arguments occasionally, or fallouts. I also wouldn't show my children in a non-modest way. I'm very careful at what I share of them, and I feel like I just try and respect them the most. And being a mum influencer is not malicious. Like, I love my children. I would protect my children more than, I feel like, more than anybody, although I can't say that. I don't let my children go out with anybody but me and Curtis. My children are always with me. My children won't have sleepovers. My children, I'm very careful at who I would leave my children with, and it is not very many people. If anyone, I don't like leaving them because I really protect them deeply. And it's not even to say that anybody would be horrible to them, but I can't take that risk. Like, I'm their mum and I'm supposed to look after them. Like, people say if someone goes out, they might recognise your child, or if someone knows your child's name, but it's like, my children don't leave my sight. And if I'm out with my children, I have got my eye on them 24/7. No one is taking my child. And there's just no bad intentions of being a mum vlogger. Like, as I said, your child is going to be in a million pictures, a million videos, and your child goes to school probably. I mean, some don't. Okay, I appreciate that. Your child goes to school, so then you've got them around a million people there. They're going to be in school performances and pictures and stuff. I'm very careful because I know the world's weird and I know people can be strange. If my children don't want to be in my videos, they don't have to be in my videos. And okay, when they're a baby, they can't speak, but I know people would say, like, how do you think they'd feel about your videos when they're older? But what, like, I don't, why would they dislike it? Why would they dislike seeing a video of themselves on YouTube? I would like it. I would love it. I'm sure most of you would love to see a video of yourself and your siblings with your mum when you're younger, like going out for the day, having a day at home. Like, it's going to be interesting for them to watch. If they don't like it, I can remove them. I do have that power to remove the video if they don't like it when they're older. Our eldest, Cosmo, doesn't really like being in videos. If he's in it, it's because he has been in it. I don't say, like, get in the video, do this, do that. Like if they're in the video, that's what's happening in the video. And if they didn't like it, they wouldn't be in the video. They know where it's going, they know what it is, and they like it. Most of my children just catch on to it, and it's just nice. Like, it's innocent. There's lots of people online that love the children, and just because it's online doesn't mean I can't have friends. Like, everybody's still my friend online. Like, you wouldn't have anything wrong with me going around a friend's house and bringing my children. That's sort of what it's like. But there's nothing weird they can get from a video of my children at home with me. So that is something else that I'd just like to touch on. And it's sort of like a difficult thing to explain if you're not like doing it maliciously. Like, I'm not trying to make money out of my children. Like, this is my life and I'm sharing my life. I think I sort of covered everything sort of like income related. And although now I don't need the income like I did when I began it, it's just a nice bit of extra to have for me and my children. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it sort of like cleared up anything for you. If you have any questions, then please leave them below. And what I'll do is, any questions I have, I'll do another video and I'll answer them in that. And I think if you do want to start your own YouTube channel, then do. Just go for it. Like, I was the most shy person ever. And I didn't share my channel with my friends or family until about a year ago. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope it gave you a bit of an insight. And hopefully I'll see you on my next video.